How's it going, everyone? My name's Aiden. Welcome back. Today's day 239. I'm posting back on this channel, back in the journey once again. Hopefully, you all are having such a wonderful Thursday today. Another day in the week, of course. We are back. One more day until the weekend. So let's keep on pushing on through and keeping along the train, of course. But with that being said, today's message that I want to talk about is small progress still means forward. Before we get into today's message, let's talk about the day a little bit. We woke up this morning at 5:15 feeling phenomenal. Went to the gym, came home, showered, went out for work, got to work on time, 1 minute early actually, 7:59. You know, came back home after work, slept for about half hour, went to the golfing range with my brother. That was a lot of fun. Came back, um, showered again, and got ready for school. Came back home, and actually, I went to dinner for my brother's birthday, and that was really really fun. Yeah, now I'm back home. The only thing I look forward to is playing a little bit of Marvel Rivals, my boy Steve, before he leaves for Ecuador. Be safe out there, my guy. And yeah, but back to today's message. Small progress still means forward. I cannot stress this enough. I think it is so important to understand the, you know, big idea of baby steps. Baby steps means basically kind of 1% every day, no matter what. No matter what. Whether it's, 0.5%, whether it's 0.005%, like whether it's just like the smallest amount of percentage you can get, it's still progress. The best way to think about it is the small steps towards your progress is better than burning out and doing it all at once. When you burn out, you lose motivation. When you keep yourself, getting small progress one day at a time, that keeps you in it. That keeps you consistent. That keeps you going. I think a lot of people think of, when they, for example, want to get big in the gym, you know, they, rep out everything, as best they can first day, and then they get back, they're sore. They still rep it out, rep it out, rep it out, and then you get injured. That's kind of what it's like to burn out, you know? You've been doing so much hard work in the beginning, and now, you're injured. Well, that sucks. Now you gotta, rest. And, if you rest for a little while, you might just give up on all of it. If you give up on your goals after working so hard on them, for what the first couple days to a couple weeks, you know, at one point you're gonna have to tell yourself, hey, like I need a rest. And if you rest, sometimes you can kind of fall out of it. But whether it's just, you know, slowly getting into the gym by, getting a plan going, doing a certain amount of reps for each set, bit by bit by bit, you will slowly see the strength going up. And I take that, very personally now because when I first started in the gym, I was doing rep, 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 rep. I literally basically injured myself for the last 2 years because all I cared about was just repping out the heaviest weight and caring about being so strong and everything, but I never really cared about rest. I never really give myself the rest days. And now I put myself in kind of a bad position. I may or may not have carpal tunnel. I may or may not have chronic tendonitis. I don't know. I've been trying to fix this problem for so long. And, I've gone to the doctors. They would tell me, oh, nothing's wrong with your elbows, nothing's wrong with your wrist. And then they check my nerves, nothing's wrong with my nerves. So it's like I just have this on and off pain for the last 2 years. If anybody knows anything about that, please like say something in the comments or below or something because like I've literally feel like I've tried everything and I cannot get myself past, the plateau that I've been in for the last 2 years. Um, but just getting back, taking steps day by day is so much better than trying to burn yourself out all in the beginning. Because who would want to do that to themselves, right? You found something that you're so passionate about And, yeah, no, I get it. Like the first couple days that you're in it, you're like, let's do this, and you do all this work, but then there's other things to think about. And you're like, oh, damn it. I got this and this and this. Oh my God, wait, but I'm so stressed out. I'm tired. Like I need to take a rest. You take that rest, and then you're like, oh, it's so much work. I don't feel like doing it. And you give up. Don't do that to yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but take each day like 1%. Take each day like a baby step, because that will truly make you grow. Your progression will go up. The consistency and the effort and the patience you give to yourself will pay off. You need to also give yourself that time to really just go through it. Please. From somebody who literally burnt themselves out for so long, for such a long time, and, kind of still does it to this day. Go the baby step route. Go 1% every day. Maybe, if you could do maybe up to 5%, that's better than completely burning yourself out. Doing the baby steps is more important than doing, the big boy steps, because you'll be able to do the big boy steps as it goes on. You'll increase yourself more and more and more. But with that being said, guys, I hope you all have such a great rest of the evening. And remember to take care of yourself. You deserve, you matter. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.